Oh, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am exceptionally excited for Sunday and the beatdown that the United States is going to witness at 1 p.m. down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, per usual. I mean, as Bills fans, we're not surprised. We know it's coming, okay? But today, right, this is our annual Bills fans versus Miami Dolphins fans. But rather than on my channel or on my other guest channel or with TD's channel, we're putting it on the AFC's Roundtable because we really want everyone to experience this. We're super excited about this show. And we have a lineup of some heavy hitters with us today. First off, need to go on ahead and absolutely introduce my partner in crime, Rico from Buffalo Fanatics.
Gang, mother effing gang. Can we cuss on this bitch or not? I don't know if you guys have changed. Well,
Dude.
gang, motherfucking gang, bitches was good. It's been a while since I've been on. I had to come show love. Dan has been too sweet to these Dolphins fans for too damn long. So you know what? He had to knock on the door and come get a wolf to come handle these bitches today, boy. Let's go. I'm excited. Let's get them guns up, baby. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so now we need to bring in the delusional ones. Starting off with a new face. Very excited to meet him. Super cool guy. So he roots for the consistent second place team in the AFC East. Just met him a couple hours ago. He's the man, Nick Smokes. What's good, bro?
What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Doing? Hey, the only people that are delusional are you two, because y'all never won a Super Bowl. But if you watch Rico live, you think you guys already won the Super Bowl. He's over here dancing, copywriting, losing all his monetization. All y'all did was beat the Titans. But I'm gonna save it for later. The only two people delusional are above me right now.
I love that you started off with that. I knew what I was doing. I'll take that L with the monetization, because when that bing hits, man, don't worry about the monetization, baby. We got it.
Hey, you want to double down? You want to double down on the monetization?
Smoke wouldn't know about that. Come on now, don't start with me.
Oh, come on, don't play with me.
See
ya. I'll be nice.
And then finally, finally, King Delusion himself, Mr. TD Fenstop. What's up, buddy?
It just feels so good being number one in the AFC East.
Amen.
It feels so good being number one in the AFC East. And I see you had to bring Rico, Dan, because at the end of the day, it ain't going to help y'all cause. It ain't going to help your cause, bro.
So let me tell you what. Listen, I have a crystal ball, right? And let me show you exactly what I saw right in my crystal ball. It's a case of deja vu. It is a case of deja vu. We're gonna right here.
Oh my God, TD, no.
They still.
No, chill.
Today, right to this day.
You know what's crazy, man? It's like
sad.
Like you bring up old clips. You like to live in your yearbook.
Pass.
Like, come on, man. That's
all
news.
That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing, living in the past. But then you're gonna be wearing that Dolphin jersey this year. Rico, you don't want none of that bet. You don't want none of that bet.
I want to bet with Rico. I want to bet with Rico.
You don't ask what it is,
because I know you don't care
about
your music in the beginning. If the Dolphins win, I want you dancing to the Miami Dolphins theme song like you were when you beat the Titans. That's how I want you to open up your next video. Miami has Dolphins. I want you grooving.
You guys don't have a what's your song?
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link. Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. You know it. You know it because we beat you 20 times in a row.
I never shy away from a bet. I never shy away from a bet. I'll tell you that much.
So you're on. I gotta bet.
You know what? I'm a good sport. We are on, but boy, oh boy, that shout song when you played on. Do you have a show?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't. This was an honest question.
No, I know.
So
I get
that
it.
shout song is gonna look good on both of you sons. I mean, we already have my man in the corner down there in a Bills uniform. He's already put the Bills t-shirt on. It won't be any different for him.
That's the last time it's ever happening because Dan is about to be marching.
His voice is gonna be so he's going to be ready to sing that thing. You guys are both. One will sing it, one will dance. That's what I want. TD will sing it, you will dance. I want you to two-step your way into that.
Rico, why don't you get in on the bet, Rico?
Listen, man, let me smoke y'all. Let me smoke y'all first in this show. and then we can get to it because you might not want to do the bet after I'm done with y'all tonight. Me
Oh
and Dan
my
will
God.
we'll
Let's
hand you
go.
out. Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Listen, we're just going to have to go on ahead and knock that out. But like right before we go on ahead and do dive into that, huge shout out to today's sponsor. And that just so happens to be Mojo. If you love the stock market and you love sports, which obviously you do, because why would you be watching this live stream right in the first place? This is the first app on the face of the planet where you can legitimately invest in some of the players that you absolutely love. If you're familiar with Robinhood, literally just going through the stock market, you can buy a Josh Allen share or a Tom Brady share or maybe a Tua share, short that as much as you possibly can.
Hater.
Legitimately one of the best applications when it comes down to it. It literally just launched this past Monday. It is super awesome. The link is in the description. And upon signing up, as long as you are in the state of New Jersey, if you're not, don't worry. It is coming soon. They're expanding rapidly. Then just go ahead and sign up, and then you can win a stock right up to value of $10,000. You have a chance of doing that. So we love Mojo over at the AFC's Roundtable, and we highly recommend that you check it out. Bang, bang. All right, boys. Let's go ahead and start talking about week 3. The Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. I feel like that it's like deja vu specifically from like a Buffalo Bills fan, right? I mean, as confident as you guys are, right? I feel like you guys do need to admit that we have had your number for the longest time. And as Smoke puts it all the time, is that we're living within the yearbook, but it's facts, right? Like, I mean, like we've had the Dolphins number since the iPhone 8 was the hottest selling phone on the market. Okay, so this game is building up a lot of anticipation. And what I think I want to do is I want to go on ahead and start getting some initial thoughts on this game, maybe shed a little light on some concerns from your side, some exploitations. Smoke, start off with you.
The only thing I'm kind of worried about is maybe Greg Little and how he's going to hold up with Greg Russo or Von Miller, depending on where they line him up. But other than that, man, I'm looking at this injury report, and the only thing that I'm worried about is you guys. I'm going to be saying the Hail Mary, the Our Father, because I don't know who is going to be holding down that defensive secondary. I mean, you don't have Dane Jackson. You don't have Jordan. Jordan Poyer is going to play. Who's not playing? Micah Hyde. He's not playing either. So right there. And Christian Benford and Kyer, they've been battling each other all training camp, right? One was a 6th-round pick. One was a 1st-round pick. So you're really starting your 3rd-string and 4th-string corner against Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Your lead safety, he's not going to be out there either. You guys play a lot of zone. You don't really like to blitz a lot. You got to communicate effectively. Who's going to be communicating in that secondary? I don't know. And when you're only rushing 4 and I know how you guys run your offense. You check down. That's how you guys run the football. We're going to do the same thing. Tell me who's going to tackle Jalen Waddle or Tyreek Hill in the open field. I'm waiting. I don't know. Now, if you guys were healthy, it might be a different story. But, hey, man, injuries happen. That's what football is. And you coming out here with your B team, This ain't 2020. This ain't 2021. This isn't Brian Flores. You're not guarding Matt Collins. You're not guarding Devontae Parker. You're guarding some goddamn dogs, Rico. Dan, come on now. You're not playing the same sorry-ass Dolphins. This ain't no team that's going to RPO wide receiver screen at the 1-yard line. We're coming to take your head top off. Watch the tape. Look at the stats. Tua number 1 in the league right now. His 3rd down stats, 17 of 21, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 0 on 3rd down. He's taking care of the football. He's getting the ball to his playmakers. Look, man, I respect y'all. You guys got my utmost respect. But I'm telling you right now, this week, this might be y'all's year, but this is our week. And I'm telling you coming in with this sorry-ass team, it ain't going to cut it. You ain't coming in here and beating us by double digits.
Bills? All right.
He said
no,
when
you're
said.
When you're injured right now. When you're injured right now, you're not coming in with the A team. And by the way, before y'all slop up Josh Allen and say he's our daddy, do you remember his stat line? Do you remember his stat line the last time he played in Miami? 17 for 33, 179 yards. That's his stat line last time he played.
Trash.
Don't
That's
worry.
what you call
now we
trash.
got offense. We'll score. Don't worry about it.
And so we'll get to Josh Allen here in a bit, but I think Rico can probably agree with me. And like I've said this take a million times. I'm sure people would be like, damn, like, why'd you get like some new takes on your damn shows, right? Give me a fucking break. All right. But listen, throughout the history of any type of NFL playoff game or like a team, you see average secondaries, like average secondaries make a run, right? And it's all due to the pressure that the defensive line is able to create. Yes, we have injuries, right? With Ed Oliver being out, Settle might be back, which
Phillips.
I'm crossing my fingers. Phillips is out, but listen, we are absolutely stacked to the T when it comes down into overall pressure. This game's going to come down into the trenches. What can the Miami Dolphins offensive line do against the Bills defensive line? And you know what? I am literally choosing our second and third defensive line starters right over the starters on the offensive line right of the Miami Dolphins.
But
and twice on Sunday.
You know why your D line's so good is because y'all had so much depth. But now you ain't got the depth. And then you're coming in here to hot-ass South Florida, humidity 110, 95 on your head top, the whole sideline, and your D linemen are the guys that are rotating in and out the most. But now your depth is starting.
And so I love that take, but like 90% of the Buffalo Bills are from Florida.
Yeah, but Dan, this is what y'all feel. This is what you fail to realize in this game. We knew coming in that the trenches for Buffalo, the D line going against our offensive line was a disadvantage for us, but not anymore. It's our scheme. We run a lot of 22 personnel. We run 2 tight end sets. We're doubling the edges, doubling the middle. It's not the same. We run a lot of 3-man routes, and now you got Tyreek and Waddle and Gesicki. Bro, y'all don't even have anybody on the field that's going to match up on the back end. So when we do our play action or we do our max protection, bro, it's over. It's going to be deep balls raining all day. It's not going to be the same. This isn't the Tennessee freaking Titans that don't even have a receiver that gets separation. This ain't the Rams who have a Super Bowl hangover and didn't keep OBJ and look like bums now. This is the Miami Dolphins, the team that, and let's get something straight. Y'all had our number. Y'all ain't had nobody number. Y'all don't want to put context to that. In the last 4 years with Josh Allen, put some context to it. We went through a straight rebuild. We stripped the whole freaking roster of every bit of talent that we had. Out of the 8-win, out of the 7-1 that y'all are, that was the first year. The second year, we got all these rookies and undrafted players. All y'all did is dominate us through a rebuild. But I'm here to tell you, the rebuild is officially over. We are built, and y'all are not. And we are about to take y'all head off his swivel, and Rico gonna stop all the smiling. He gonna be on his stream on Sunday. Well, they gotta come to us. We took the L. They are a better team. I respect them, but don't worry. When they come to our house, we gonna return the favor. Go ahead and start your consolation speeches now, because at the end of the day, it is over for y'all. Over. Y'all can't even get the same Buffalo colors on. So it don't even matter, bro. We got a sky blue and we got a purple look. Which color is it, Buffalo? Which one is it?
Rico, please.
Is he done? Is he done?
So.
I said what I said.
Oh, please. You should rebuke what you said. Take it back, because now we're talking about colors.
I rebuke.
We got this bozo on the bottom talking about you guys are in your yearbook, but then he goes back into his own yearbook to talk about things that happened in the past. Are we not in the right now? Are we not in the right now?
Yeah, that's right. We are in the right now. We're the number one team. We're the number one team in the AFC East with the quarterback who's playing the best football in the NFL. Get out of here. That bum Josh Allen getting destroyed, man.
All right, cool. Y'all done? Can I go?
We wait.
Let me address this rook over here. Apparently, it's his first time on a microphone, and he don't know how this thing goes. All right, so let me school you, my young man, and then I'm gonna get to the little vet over here on the sideline talking about sky blue, purple, this and that. Boy, please, stop that bullshit. Now, here we go. We are your daddy. Let's get that out the way. Y'all, you know one of my favorite movies is Baby Boy. You ever see Baby Boy? Baby Boy is it's a classic, right? You know when my man Tyrese thought he was a big man? You know what I'm saying? He thought he told Vin Rain what it was, sat down on the couch, thought he was nice. That's you guys right now. And then what did Vin Rain do? Get your ass over here. You think you go? That's exactly what the Bills are going to do your ass. Get your mama. You can't call for mommy.
I got heat for dudes.
You ain't going to call for mommy this time. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me get the jokes aside, right? Let's talk about the numbers because the numbers is what matters, right?
Talk.
Bills. Do you guys know the record? since Josh Allen has been in the league, what the record is?
Oh yeah, I know it.
Do you know it? You should know it. You should know it.
The record.
Y'all have one victory.
Okay.
One victory the last 3 years. All right.
Through a rebuild.
Rebuild my nuts. It don't matter. When you step on the football field, you step on the football field, or go play in the CFL. You know what I'm saying? This is a big boy game. You know what I'm saying? Now let me keep rolling. We are 7-1 against your bum ass Miami Dolphins. All right. Last time I checked, you're talking about the last game Josh Allen had against the Miami Dolphins. He had 100
in Miami.
Damn, where it is. Now here, let's look at the big picture. You want to go small picture. Let's look at the big picture. Here's the big picture. You know what I'm saying? You want to look at your little book? I got my little book too, my guy. Here's the deal. Josh Allen is 7-1 against you guys. He's thrown for 250 yards a game against you guys. That's
247. 247. Get it right. I ain't giving them the 3. It's 2. I do. It's 247. That's right. I ain't giving you 3 extra yards.
250 yards on your punk asses, right? He's got 63% completion percentage. He's going 8 yards a pop when he's throwing against you. That's against Xavier Howard. That's against Byron Jones. I don't want to hear shit about this team. The last time I checked, y'all still have those guys on defense. Last time I checked, Tua's the one that's going to be throwing against our defense. That's fine. But you guys still have to stop Josh Allen. And you guys haven't been able to do it with Xavier Howard. So I don't want to hear diddly squat about what y'all do. And last time I checked, y'all needed to make the playoffs, didn't you? We put Matt mother effing Barkley in that bitch. And
in the second half.
I don't want to hear shit from y'all right now. It's my turn to talk. We hung 56 points on you bitch asses, and you want to talk about it's our turn? Boy, beat the backups first before you want to talk about it's our turn. Let me continue.
We about to.
I'm a little parched. You know what I'm saying? Let me take a sip. Shall I continue? Yes, I shall. Here we go. Tua. Let's get to your boy Tua.
MVP.
I like Tua. I actually really like Tua. I think he gets a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's dumping on Tua. Even TD at one point was ready to, I hate him. Get him out of here. Give me someone else. He was crying. And now he's the big champion of Tua. Which is
right.
You flip-flopping all over.
That's right.
Like a
it's what when he take down Josh Allen, he the MVP.
Pick a side and stick to
it.
He
the MVP.
Let me continue. You know what I'm saying?
You asked me a question.
Tua, when he faces the Bills, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. So he's turned the ball over is what we call that, boy. Tua turned the ball over because when he plays against the Bills, he doesn't have success. It's just a thing. They don't have success against the Bills. It's a matchup thing. Y'all know that. Now, you guys talk about Tyreek, and I want to bring Tyreek up. That guy is a dog. We all know Tyreek's a dog. The whole league
your daddy.
is a dog, right? But he's a feared receiver because of who was throwing him the football. Pat Mahomes, one of the best in the game. He's not.
So that's why Tyreek leads the league in yards right now, right?
He ain't getting thrown the ball by Pat Mahomes. This is Tua Tagovailoa. Now, I like him.
He leads the league in yards.
We 3 weeks in and we talking about yardage. He leads the league in yards.
Still got more than Diggs.
You went against
got more than Diggs, though.
You went against a Marcus Peters that is a bum knee, coming back from a bum knee. He's aging, and you guys are celebrating that. You guys
beat the Titans, and you were up there bumping. We ain't scared.
You can't even name.
It's the same team from last year.
You can't even name a Titans receiver, and you want to talk about who we were playing. You can't even name a Titans receiver.
Guys, come on, stop that nonsense. Stop that nonsense. This ain't you ain't messing with some other cats, man. I know my shit. Now,
name a Titans receiver right now. On the spot.
Come on, Traylon Burks, Robert Woods, you got no Kyle Phillips. Don't play with me, man. Don't play with me. Now we keep going.
You know they ain't nobody.
Now, you guys are going up against a sleeping Ravens defense. That should never happen. I don't know what happened. You let Tyreek Hill walk right behind you, thinking that there's some safety behind you. Guys, you guys should have lost that game, and we both know it. But y'all came back. Now, I got to give it to Tua. He willed his team back, and that's what a first-round draft pick should do. But you're playing against some washed-up guys in the backfield of that Ravens defense. So I ain't going to give you too much credit now. A win is a win. Now, you're going to play for the division right now. This is for the division, for the early division. We got some injuries on our hand. It's not in our favor. But the last time I checked, hold on a second. The last time I checked, Josh Allen is who you need to worry about, because what you have to do is score more than the Bills. You guys haven't been able to do that in 3 years. Sorry, because we
haven't had Tyreek Hill in 3 years.
We should be 8-0 against you punks, but Charles Clay, the former Miami Dolphins tight end, dropped that bitch. So y'all need to just chill out, enjoy where you're at, because I used to be where you were at. Me and Dan used to be
I want to hear that.
right? When we had a chance
they were.
to
2018,
beat the
that was
Patriots,
them.
every year we thought, man, we have the team to put up against the Patriots. We finally got it. I was once there with you guys. We finally got it, but yet again, it keeps happening, and we lose to the Patriots. That's no different with you guys. You guys are going to keep losing to the Bills. It's just what it is.
And so
Get over it.
One thing that I want to go ahead and throw in there as well is that everybody always forgets, yes, that playoff game last year during the divisional round, he did end up having like that game-winning play within Tyreek Hill, but the regular season game prior to that, he was completely shut down by that secondary going into it, right? Completely shut down right during the regular season. Yes, he did end up making a huge-ass splash play right during one of the worst days of my life for the divisional round playoff game. But the key difference here was the fact that the Buffalo Bills, their biggest weakness was that we couldn't get to the quarterback. We could not get to the quarterback. So these receivers had all the time in the world to get to their space and wait for a quarterback to hit them right in the damn chest.
Listen, let me jump in on this real quick, because what they realize is that we don't need to blitz. We bring 4. That's it.
We got an all-pro left tackle now, though. It's not like you're going up against Jesse Davis.
You're going to blitz.
Jesse Davis.
Was like, if I can't see my receivers, I can't throw them the ball.
And then he threw 6 touchdowns. I need
to find them where I don't want to hear my. It's the equivalent of Sam Darnold saying, "I see ghosts." It's like
at the end of the day, I don't want to hear shit about Tua. Rico, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit here and let you contradict half of your conversation. Contradiction number one. You want to sit here and talk about what we've played against, what Tyreek and our receivers done played against Peters and all of that. Look, every year y'all played us. Look what you had to deal with. Byron Jones injured. You talk about undrafted players.
Stop.
Bro, y'all ain't had to play nobody either. And at the same token, bro, and the only reason y'all even made the playoffs last year because you had a weak schedule. But moving on, let's get something straight here. Josh Allen does not do well versus the Miami Dolphins. I don't care what those trash time stats look like when our defense. Hold on. Let me finish. Last time I checked, the last game we played, y'all, in the fourth quarter, the score was 10-3. It's always
end result. That's what matters.
Yeah. I don't want to hear. You don't want to look at context. The end result was because
context. Here's the context.
Hold on. Let me finish.
If I'm messing with my lady,
I don't want to hear.
Hey, is she satisfied?
No. Well.
You sound too familiar with that, Rico.
Hold on. He is used to it because the Buffalo Bills can never finish. They never can finish. They get to the finish line, but y'all can't finish with that Lombardi.
That's what we do.
You can't finish with that Lombardi, and that's the problem, and y'all never will. We will get a Super Bowl before y'all get a Super Bowl. But let's put things into context. Our defense always plays y'all well. The difference is we can't put up points, but that is going to change. We have the offense now. Y'all defense is about to get obliterated. And I don't want to hear this narrative where, our corners, we missing D tackles. We got the offense now. It ain't going to be no more 10-3 in the freaking fourth quarter. It's going to be 30-10 in the fourth quarter, Miami. And y'all gonna get used to that. Y'all gonna get used to being in the doggone rearview mirror. You can talk all your big boy stuff all you want, but at the end of the day, you want to ignore context. You know this team, the Miami Dolphins, have been rebuilding for the last 3 years, and that's when y'all stated y'all claim of dominance. Ever now, we are built. Come run that in Miami this Sunday. Let's see y'all. Let's see y'all dominate Sunday.
Rico, I gotta add something though. I gotta add something to what you said. I gotta add something. You were talking shit about the Ravens secondary, right? But what are you sending out this week? You got bag boys from Wegmans playing quarterback. That's what you got out there this week, man. You got bag boys. You got your third and fourth string corner trying to go up with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Come on,
Rico
man.
Can't even name his backup. He can't even name his backup secondary.
Where'd you get this imposter? This guy acting like he knows what he's talking about. He don't know what he's talking about.
He's bringing that smoke because you can't even name your backup secondary. Name your backup secondary.
Rico. Listen, okay, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Right now, I want you to get these two names down right now. Damar Hamlin and Jaquan Jones. Get those two guys. Learn about those names and understand.
Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
Jordan Poyer's still there. We got both rookies they've been playing since week 1. So I'm not worried about it. At the end of the day, like I said, Tua has to score. He has to score. He has not been able to do it against the Bills. Y'all got lucky against the freaking Ravens. I don't know what the Ravens are doing. Everybody, national media is talking about what the
we don't want to hear
the Ravens. Not those Miami Dolphins. It's what happened to the freaking Ravens. They had that shit.
The same thing that's about to happen to Buffalo, the Miami Dolphins. That's what happened to them. That's what happened to them. Who's stopping Tyreek? Who's stopping Waddle?
Akibuke? Who's that little corner you got? Akibuke, Duke, or whatever his name is?
Cater Kohu. Put some respect on Darth Cater. Put some respect on his name.
Well,
undrafted rookie.
Ain't nobody been able to freaking stop Stephon Diggs. Jalen
Diggs
didn't even do that.
Diggs ain't getting.
He's gonna do some shit.
Diggs ain't getting 60 yards.
You gonna know his name. Trust me. You gonna know his name.
Diggs ain't getting 60 yards, bro.
I'm gonna know his name. They're gonna be like, oh, Akibuke just let Diggs run right by his ass. That's how I'm gonna know his name.
Diggs ain't getting 60 yards. He ain't getting 60 yards this game. Diggs under 60.
Yeah, listen, I feel like that. And so I feel
what
like
did he just say?
And so I feel like
Diggs under 60.
Like
Amen.
Smoke.
Let's go.
And so it sounds like that Smoke and TD are very confident that this Miami Dolphins defense, which has never been able to stop.
TD's been acting like this for years, and it always ends the same way. Him crying.
Rebuild.
I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead.
So would love to hear from both of these Dolphins fans. How are the Miami Dolphins? What is their scheme? How are they going to stop Josh Allen? How? Smoke and start.
Okay.
Whoever.
If you want to stop Josh Allen, you got to contain him. Now, I'm not saying that's an easy task. It's almost impossible to contain him. He's an absolute dog. We're going to have to score points. But what we are going to do, we're going to bring those blitz packages. We're going to have Javon Holland coming off the edge, Brandon Jones coming off the edge. And I'm fine with Xavier Howard shadow. I'm fine with my best man shadowing Stephon Diggs. I mean, no one's been able to stop Josh Allen. I mean, if I sat here and said I had a game plan to stop Josh Allen, I'd be a liar. And I can't sit here and just lie to the people. But to act like the last time he played in Miami where he went 17 for 179, like we don't have some type of idea of how to somewhat control him. All we need is a little offensive support. We could do it. We're going to control the time of possession when we have the ball, keep him off the field, and y'all can't run the ball. You can't run the ball. You could dink and dunk your 3-yard hitches all you want. That's fine. Our defense is bend, don't break. Josh Allen's a freak athlete. He ain't Lamar Jackson. Xavier Howard had a bad week last week. Not happening again. That's what happens when you're top 5 corner. He ain't getting cooked by Stephon Diggs. You got to contain Allen. You got to keep him off the field. But at the end of the day, I think he's a top 2 quarterback in the NFL. So to say that I have the perfect game plan to stop him is going to be crazy. But I think we have the offense and the head coach that has all the answers.
That was your explanation?
We are going to run the score up on the Buffalo Bills because we are going to abuse your linebackers, Milano in particular. We already know we are not going to run the ball up the middle because that's what they do well. We're going to screen pass the hell out of y'all. Milano and your boy don't play screens well at all.
Whoa. Matt's talking shit.
Hold on.
Nah, he was telling me clip. He didn't clip nothing after we whooped the Patriots' ass.
Now he don't even belong in here. He in the basement in this division.
But you guys
are better than the past.
You avoided what he just said. Put the comment back up, please. You avoided what he just said. Put it up, please.
Man, listen. He don't even belong in the conversation.
Mafia. He says Dolphins. He says 0 playoff wins in 22 seasons.
You got 0 Super Bowls.
You know what that translates to?
You've been alive.
It translates to shut the fuck up until y'all make the goddamn playoffs. Shut your asses up.
Where's
your trophy case at?
It also says Buffalo Bills, no Super Bowls since BC.
Boy, you guys weren't even born when the damn Dolphins won the Super Bowl. Y'all need to sit your asses down. You were still in nutsack. What are you talking about?
Before Christ, y'all ain't got a Rico. How does it feel for your franchise not to even have a Lombardi in the case, even a little rusty one? Not one, just not even a rusty one.
You know what? But you know what the beautiful thing is? I'll be alive when we hoist that. Y'all weren't even alive when the first you guys even hoisted that.
Rico,
babies, you still on your daddy's
Rico. I don't know nobody that live over 150 years, bro. So stop capping. All right, let's leave that be. Now listen, let me get back to how we gonna beat y'all. Because you laughed at first about Milano.
I didn't want to cut you off. Continue. I want to hear that.
But you and everybody know they can't contain the outside worth nothing. They are terrible on defense guarding screen passes, okay? They cannot get out there. They always overzealous on the run, and we are going to destroy y'all with the screen passes, the quick slants, and then when y'all get all, we need to guard them, we going to take it deep, bro. We already know it's going to be hard to run the ball against y'all. It ain't no secret, but it's also going to be hard for y'all to run the ball against us because, for number one, y'all ain't got a run game, and number two, we dogs up the middle. It's going to be Josh Allen in the shotgun, spreading it out all day, doing what he do. The only thing that worries me about y'all offense, it's not him throwing the ball. He's going to eat. When does he not? At the end of the day, you can still win games when he eats. The only thing that you got to stop with Josh Allen is him using his legs. Yep. Once you do that, we're good. That's it. And that's what we're going to do. Y'all ain't ready for this game. All you got is Stephon Diggs. And he finna get them clampers put on him. He ain't getting 60 yards, bro.
That's what Jalen Waddle said.
He ain't getting 60. He ain't getting 60.
Jalen Ramsey said the same thing. You ain't going to get
I bet you X had more yards than him.
You know what I'm saying?
I bet you Tyreek had more yards than
Diggs. And Jalen is the best in the game. And Diggs did what he did to him. So what does Diggs do? Diggs took very much advantage of it. Now, I want to go address my man Smoke, if I could jump in there. He was talking about the best way to stop Allen is to blitz him. Do you know that is the worst thing you can do to Allen is to blitz him?
Hold on. He's good with his blitz, but you have to keep him uncomfortable. Do you know how many guys say you got to keep him uncomfortable? You got to do this. You got to do that. Fam, it's an age-old thing. Try to stop Josh Allen. You can't stop him. Well, that's the thing. Name one team that stopped him. Name one team that has stopped Josh Allen.
Nobody.
So this is the point, though, Rico. This is the point.
But he asked me, how are we going to stop Josh Allen? It's like, dude, you got to ask anyone in the NFL to do that.
It's my fault.
No. You can stop. No, you can stop. No, you can contain Josh Allen. And this is how. No, ain't nobody want to hear that.
No. I want to apologize because he did say that's his way of stopping Josh Allen. I expected more. That's why I was like, okay, maybe he's going to give me more. He stopped right there with that amateurish answer. Listen, you playing with the big boys here, man. You're going to have to come a little more than that with stop him from running. We got to blitz him. That's the absolute worst thing you can do. His PFF grade for going against the blitz is 83. Do not do that. You don't do that to Pat Mahomes. You certainly don't do that to Josh Allen. I'm going to tell you that right now. So, TD, the Miami Dolphins. TD now. TD talked about, I'm going to go right at Milano. Milano's one of the best coverage linebackers in the game. You're going to go at
Not on the outside. Not on the outside, coming across the middle, yeah. But not on the outside. He can't guard a screen to save his life. He always late. And you about to see that Sunday. Bro, you know you watch films as much as all of us. You know good and well this man can't cover screens.
That's the most asinine nonsense I've.
Ain't no asinine.
I can't believe this is coming out of your mouth. TD, you should know better. For someone that's a film study, you do film study. Don't lead your Dolphins followers astray.
They're about to witness it, and you're about to witness it too. But this is how you stop Josh Allen. Yeah. Just go back to last year in the last game. 10-3 in the fourth quarter. You think that Buffalo having 10 points in 3 quarters wouldn't do that wasn't a defense doing their job? The defense
Jaguars did the same thing.
The defense exactly. But if you got an offense that's going to put up points, it don't matter about stopping him. At the end of the day, it's about scoring more points to him, and we can now. We will score more points than Josh Allen. It's that simple. Because how are you going to stop Tua? How you going to stop Tua?
Yep.
All that terrible O-line play of the pass and no separation receivers is gone. How you gonna stop him? Because what did Josh Allen look like before he had Stephon Diggs? Trash, overthrowing, underthrowing everything, trash. So let's be fair here and put context on things. Now Tua has the weapons, and he putting up more yards and touchdowns than Josh Allen. How y'all gonna stop him?
So is that a rhetorical question, or you actually want me to answer that?
You can't answer it because you know you can't stop him. He's the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Listen, Rico, let me go ahead and
that's a genuine laugh, my God. I
can't believe you said that. Yeah. You better laugh at your own pain Sunday.
Number one, listen, I understand. Listen, I got to give credit to Mike McDaniel. right? Because the offensive scheme that he runs,
Better coach too.
linebackers are literally hugging the defensive line's ass because of what they can do right before the snap goes off. But the safeties are out in bumfuck nowhere because you need to be able to account for the speed that's on the outside right then and there. And like there's absolutely wide open spaces for Hill and Waddle to make plays. But the thing is that like you guys have not faced even something that resembles the pass rush that you were about to be facing on Sunday. I know that Waddle and I know that Tyreek Hill are fast, but you better hope that those fools can teleport 15 yards down the field for them to even.
Good thing Tyreek Hill is the fastest player in the league.
Consistently. Like, trust me, Waddle and Hill are going to make plays in the Buffalo Bills. I guarantee you. I'm going to go out there and say that they will make plays, but can you do it each and every single possession? You need to, or you're not winning this game.
At the end of the day, all Miami has
ends in points. Every drive.
All Miami has to do is be within touchdown distance with 13 seconds left. That's it. That's all we got to do. 13 seconds left. That's it. Man. That's it. That's all we got to be.
Read that out loud from my man TD because I don't think he could read. Read that out from him.
So TD is a blowhard. You were crying last week after the first quarter, and now you're.
That's right.
Yes, blowhard. Rico, you're a boss.
Legit. See, that man right there.
You paid. You paid to lie.
You paid to lie.
You paid to lie.
I don't even know that, brother. But I'll tell you this: that he took his hard-earned $20 and he said, "I need to
paid to lie."
And he put the truth out. And shout out to my man Legit. I don't know if you follow or not. Go ahead to a real channel. Come follow us and know what's really good. Now let me continue. Now, all right. So I'm looking at this Dolphins team to be like, okay, so like 6 touchdown passes, 469 yards. Like y'all are just like you guys love it, and you should because Tua has never done something like that in the NFL. And
Josh Allen hasn't either.
Josh Allen put 5 touchdowns against your asses, and you know that.
It's called 6.
You put up 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, do the math in the comment section.
I didn't even want to go there.
Is there a difference between 5 and 6? Is there a difference between 5 and 6? So don't cut them short.
You're talking about a quarterback that had a perfect QBR for not 1 but 2 playoff games last year.
Josh Allen never had 6 touchdowns in a game.
Dan, they wouldn't know anything about playoffs. They haven't made playoffs in 22 years, so they wouldn't know anything about that. They had an opportunity a couple years back, and they squandered that too. They don't want to make the playoffs. They don't want to. Clearly, they don't want to. Now, let me
rebuild year.
Playoffs in 2016.
Let me continue. All right. So, 469 yards. 6 touchdown passes. You gotta give credit to him for that because like it's the NFL. You gotta give him credit. You got and he did what he was supposed to do. But there's also something called an anomaly, right? When something doesn't happen all the time. That's just like whoa, wow, that's incredible. I can't believe that happened. I'm gonna tell you right now, I can guarantee you that ain't gonna happen against the Bills ever.
That's a hot
6
take.
touchdown passes. That's lukewarm. That's lukewarm. He ain't putting up 6 touchdown passes, and he ain't putting 469 yards. And if he does put over 400, it's garbage time. He's got to catch up. Now, at the end of the day, this is what it comes down to, fellas. And let's be real. Let's put the shit talking aside, and let's be real about this shit.
Thank you. Finally, you'll start being real.
In order for y'all to even win this game, right? It's coming down to the firepower on offense. And more specific comes down to the quarterback. Who are you trusting more with the football? Allen, or are you trusting it with Tua? There's no way any normal person would choose Tua to go gun for gun, clap for clap with Josh Allen. You don't have it. You just don't have it.
Why not? He just did it with Lamar.
Was that?
He just did it with Lamar.
Did you see Lamar's offense?
MVP quarterback.
Do you see? I like Lamar, and Lamar is one of my. I'm a big fan of Lamar, so I'm never going to hate on Lamar. But Lamar is not Josh Allen. We know that, and y'all are going up against a different beast.
Josh Allen and Tua.
This is stop.
And so Lamar has
we're putting the jokes aside. We're being for real now. I'm looking at your offense, right? Because that's what it's going to come down to, your offense versus the Bills defense. Because right now we've got some injuries. You guys have some injuries too. I don't even know if Xavier Howard's even playing. He's like 50-50.
He's playing.
Who knows? You never know, right? Because I thought Micah Hyde maybe could be, and then they're like, out. You're not playing. Anyway, so it comes down to Tua versus this Bills defense. Yes, granted, we're gonna have Jaquan Johnson and DeMar Hamlin coming in with Jordan Poyer. Jordan Poyer still buttons up the defense. The guy's an all-pro. He's nice like that. All right, that's number one. We got 2 rookie corners that have something to prove. Do we fear the speed of Tyreek? Anybody does. That's what made KC so damn dangerous, because he is fear. He takes the top off the defense. You have no choice but to put a body and say, okay, that's where he is. That's cool, right? Tua's now somewhat is figuring things out. Okay, decoy is here. I got Jalen Waddle, and it worked famously against the Ravens. Not so much against the Patriots the first week. It was a little scrambly, but y'all came, you know what I'm saying? Y'all came around and got that dub. But this is a different beast with the Bills. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you. So Tua, he can't get rattled by the pass rush, because when this guy gets rattled, and you guys both know it, he's scrambly. He gets scrambly feet. It's either in the dirt or he's overthrowing. So if he's got the time, he's got all the time in the world to find his guys, but he's not going to have the time. So he's got to make quick reads. And if you let us jump that shit, pick 6, he's demoralized. He doesn't stay in it. And the Bills are relentless.
Really? Because I could have swore we were down 35-14 going into the fourth quarter, and then he threw 4
against
touchdowns
the
and 200
Ravens.
yards.
I'm talking about the
and
Bills.
Your secondary is just as bad right now. The secondary that you're putting out there right now is just as bad.
Listen, the Ravens defense is nowhere near the Bills defense. This is a number 1 defense last year, and we don't nearly have the pieces we have this year.
Not with the injuries.
That's the whole point. It's
not with the injuries.
And this is the main point I'm going to make right now. This is where we're going to, and this is for Bills fans. We're about to find out what all this money that we put into this defensive front is all about. Carlos Basham, Von Miller, every one of those guys that we paid, you know what I'm saying? We drafted, we brought those AJ Epinesa, all those guys. This is where we're going to find out what's really good, because the age-old question, which is more important, a defensive pass rush or a lockdown corner, or cornerbacks that can lock it down? Which is more important? They both are great, but we're going to find out what's more important. Can the defensive front
on the scheme?
Guys? I think we're going to disrupt. Go ahead, Dan. I think we're going to disrupt the defensive line of the offensive line.
Yeah. And so one thing I do want to add as well is that, like, yes, most definitely, we have some starters out in the secondary, like right in the defensive line, but you need to understand that sometimes a player fits just amazingly right within a scheme. Perfect example is Jordan Phillips. He's not playing, but look, he went to Arizona for 2 years, doo-doo, did not produce whatsoever, but then he ends up coming back to the Buffalo Bills, and he's absolutely dominating from that perspective. Yes, we do not have our starters right over now, but with McDermott and Frazier, some of the best defensive minds in football. If you think that our secondary is just going to be absolutely trash on Sunday, you are sorely mistaken.
Well, here's the thing. We have one of the best offensive minds in the NFL right now. So if you think we don't have a scheme where it's like, okay, Greg Little, he's going up against Von Miller, I'm going to have Alec Ingold go out there, or I'm going to line up in 12 or maybe even 13 personnel. You might see 3 tight ends on the field at once if we have to get there.
Sorry about that. 716 viewers right now, 716 viewers. That's awesome. That's the area code for
blowing that up. And Rico, here's my thing. So do you know who Noah Igbenogany is?
I do. He got absolutely torched.
No, let me finish.
Got it. That's
this
what I remember.
Sunday, Noah Igbenogany, dude, it kills me to say his last name. He is going to be the happiest player on the field on Sunday. And you want to know why? Because when he was a rookie, he got cooked, deep fried cooked by Stephon Diggs. And Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, they're going to have his back, and they're going to absolutely deep fry both of your rookie corners. They're both going for over $150, and they're both finding the end zone. It's the revenge game for Noah. I'm telling you right now, we're going to get ours back.
Here's what I think is really like big time unfair from Buffalo Bills fans. It's like a huge contradiction to me, and this is all seriousness.
Okay.
Josh Allen in his first 2 years was horrible. Tua in his first 2 years was bad. I looked it up today. When you look at both of their first 2 years, Tua actually produced significantly more than Josh Allen. The eye test told you there was still a lot of concern. Josh Allen just had an issue with his accuracy and things of that nature. He had all the attributes, right? But then he gets Stephon Diggs, and he's up there with Patrick Mahomes, if not better, in my opinion now, right? And Tua gets weapons, and so far this season, he's playing on that level, if not better. Yeah, we still don't know, but it's an issue because we might be looking at the same situation y'all went through, and y'all going to discredit what he's done so far and just automatically say it was the Ravens, it was this, it was that. It's like, at the end of the day, like y'all said before, this is the NFL. You still got to go out there and play. You still got to go out there and produce. Quarterbacks every week play the worst team in the NFL and don't put up the numbers that he put up. So at the end of the day, I feel like that's a huge hypocrisy because knowing what y'all went through, why
that's unbelievable.
And that's
like,
huge,
this is the craziest comment. That's ridiculous.
And that's a huge reason why I'm down on Tua, and then he puts a performance up like that, and I feel like, oh, there might be hope. But for y'all to just make it seem like, oh, he's not this, he's not that, he's not gonna do this and that. Why do y'all feel that way?
It's crazy because Bill fans, they act like they wanted Josh Allen. You guys all wanted Rosen. You guys were praying to get freaking Josh Rosen. You got lucky. You got Josh Allen. And when he was terrible the first 2 years, you wanted him out too.
Heck no. First and foremost, number one, I wasn't ready to grab Josh Allen. I thought we were going for Josh Rosen, right? That's facts. If it was not Josh Rosen, I wanted Lamar Jackson, right? That didn't happen. But anyway, we got Josh. You're right. First 2 years, rocky first 2 years.
Trash.
Third year, he finally, he put the work in. He got a quarterback coach, all that good stuff, and he put the work in, right?
Stephon Diggs.
Today, the one thing that I see often, and not just from Dolphins fans, but I see it from other teams with quarterbacks that, you know what I'm saying, year 2, but year 3, they're going to make that big jump, and then they always reference Josh Allen. But here's the difference. Josh Allen is a different breed. You can't just have that 3rd-year leap because Josh Allen did it. He's just different. You know what I'm saying? So Tua is having it's early in the season. Tua, listen, man, don't you guys remember Kyler Murray? Kyler Murray started what, 8-0 with the Cardinals or something stupid like that, and he just faltered after that.
But at least he's leaping
every year, though.
But at least he's leaping, though.
And that's a good thing. But I don't like when people say, "But Josh Allen did it." He's never going to be. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be like Josh Allen, but stop using Josh Allen as that bar, right? It ain't. They're two different quarterbacks, very different quarterbacks,
completely different. Like
he's taking some leaps, but he has no choice.
Gosh.
He's got the most. And let me be real. And if you could take that banner down real quick, because I want them to see my face real quick. Let's be freaking real. This is a question for both of y'all, and be real for real. Do you guys actually believe in Tua? Yes or no? I just want to know.
Yes.
Beyond skeptical.
Okay, you're skeptical. So, and I think a lot of the people in front office feel the same way, because had they not, they wouldn't have been going.
I don't agree with that. I don't.
Hold on, let me continue. If you believe in this guy, right? You got a new head coach. Look what Brian Dable had to go to the Giants. He's got freaking Daniel Jones. Do you think he believes in Daniel Jones? No, but he's got no choice to run with Daniel Jones. Why? Because he's there, right? They bring in my man Tyrod Taylor just to, just in case if we got to pull him, because I don't know if I trust him all the way through. Now let's go back to the Dolphins. Teddy Bridgewater, they bring him in, and Teddy Bridgewater ain't no some scrub. He can literally take over. Like if Tua for some reason can't play, they'll immediately go to Bridgewater and feel comfortable doing it, right? So do you guys actually trust in him? Now, if Tua was not having a good year, let's just say he was pulling a Mitch Trubisky, right? You guys would be ready to pull his ass and have no trust in him. Get freaking Bridgewater in here and be real. So this is a crucial year for Tua. He needs to produce. They gave him the weapons. They gave him the line improvement. He needs to. If he doesn't, I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to yank him. I don't believe that there's true faith in him. It's a fake faith. I don't believe McDaniel believes in him. And if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do this year, he's going to be looking for another quarterback. Believe me, he don't believe in him like he does, like he's talking about. I don't believe it. Josh Allen, on the other hand, they believed in him from the start. From the very start, we're going to build around his ass and we're going to put something together. And that's the product of what you see right now. Tua, it falters. Now, could you blame it on your head coach from last year and Flores? Who knows? But this is a big year for Tua. He needs to produce, especially you got Tyreek, you got Waddle, you got Gesicki. They're saying you got Chase Edmonds. You got a lot of guys you brought in to really bolster and put some things around him. He has to produce. So I'm not surprised that I see a little bit of improvement, but when he hits a wall, which he's going to hit this weekend, we're going to find out what he's really, truly made of. Really, truly.
And here's the thing. So we give him all that. We give him Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, upgraded offensive line. And then I check the stats, and he's leading the league in passing yards. Tyreek Hill's number 1 in receiving yards. Jalen Waddle's number 3 in receiving yards. And yeah, it's a small sample size. Sure, it's only 2 weeks. But I could tell you what, he already looks better than he did last year. And to the point where Mike McDaniel doesn't believe in him, I think that's false. Now, I think maybe Chris Greer, Stephen Ross, those guys didn't believe in him, obviously, because they tried to get Tom Brady. They tried to get Deshaun Watson. But Mike McDaniel, one of the reasons why he was hired is because he says, I like Tua. He can run my system, and I can make him a good quarterback. And so far, he's checked the boxes. Now, look, I'm going to be real with you. I've had this game circled on my calendar since Josh Allen was waving to us when we played him in Buffalo. This is my test. I said I'd rather go 2-2 and beat the Bills and start 3-1. This is our test. This is my bar. And if Tua shows out, hell yeah, he's our franchise quarterback. And if he goes out there and he looks like dog water, it is what it is, But I'm not worried about that until it happens. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Tua's going to show out. He's looked better than he did last year. He's got the weapons. Your defense is depleted. And look, we got an offensive-minded head coach. We had Brian Flores, a guy that he didn't like him. He tried to replace him the entire season. Tua broke his ribs. I mean, look, I'm not trying to make excuses. He broke his ribs. He broke his hip. He broke his thumb. And it's hard to get in a groove. It's hard to buy into someone when they're not on the field. Sure. The thing is, his last 9 starts, he's 8-1. He just threw 6 touchdowns last week. He's playing the best football he ever has, and he's got the biggest test of his life this Sunday. And when he shows out this Sunday, we'll have our franchise quarterback, and we'll also be 3-0 and number 1 in the AFC East.
I don't care what you call Tua on Sunday, he will have a more productive game than Josh Allen. That doesn't mean he's a better quarterback, but he will have a more productive game.
And I agree with that.
Than Josh
Allen. Just because
Allen.
of the situation.
Dan, I got a cool question for them before you take over. I got a cool question. And this is an honest question. Looking at your Dolphins team, right? You know their strengths. You know their strengths. You know all that stuff. What is it that worries you about your Dolphins team where you're like, man, if this happens, we're done? Offensively or defensively,
offensive line
whatever
depth.
it is. In an honest, be honest
offensive
right now.
line
I can tell you what
if
mine is.
Teron Armstead gets hurt, I'll cry and I'll leave the stadium.
That's it.
Forget about him getting hurt. I'm just talking about like
that's it. That's it.
That's my only worry. That's my only worry.
Him. He go down.
Is him going down. That's it. That's it.
That's it.
That is it.
If Larnell Coleman comes into the game, we lose by 50.
We'll survive. Defensively, we'll survive. We won't always be great, but we're gonna put great performances. But we'll survive. When Byron Jones get back in week 5, you're gonna see a totally different defense. We're gonna get to do what we love to do.
So you're talking about Byron Jones like Tyrod, like
no.
Tre'Davious White ain't out.
No, that's not. I'm not making excuses. I'm not saying it that way. I'm actually saying we're not worried about I thought you were asking about this team as a whole this season.
No, just like this game. I'm talking about this game. This game.
Well, still,
I'm worried about someone getting hurt.
Yeah. Again, Josh Allen is going to eat regardless, right?
Of course.
No question.
Of course.
And that's going to be against any team in the NFL, right?
No question.
So.
Absolutely.
It ain't about semantics. It's just simple. Eat more than him. That's what you have to do.
True.
And the only way we're going to do that is if Armstead is holding what he need to do down, taking that one-on-one instead of needing a double team, so the rest of them guys in 22 personnel could double team. Then Tua could be calm, cool, collective, make the throws he needs to make to wide open receivers because they abusing the secondary. That's because if Teron Armstead is out. It's murder's row.
Yeah, if he goes down, we're toast. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even say that about the offense. Like if Diggs goes down, I'm not saying.
Yeah, that's y'all situation.
But for us, I'm not. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's funny that you guys said if Armstead goes down. What if Tua goes down? Yeah. You're done.
We got Teddy.
Didn't you just say Teddy Bridgewater's a stud?
This is what I'm trying to say, man. Like it don't matter. Tua he's not going to be able to go clap for clap. You just can't. He doesn't have the firepower to do that, man. He just doesn't.
I wouldn't say can't.
I guess
he just did last week.
I guess we'll find out. But I guess apparently there's nobody. You guys are not worried about your defense. You didn't say anything about defense. You guys would be just fine.
Not worried about it.
What? We could be better, and is it gonna matter?
Out of the point of the show right now, where we have some lucky Patreon contributors that are super generous and they support our channel on a monthly basis, and then they get to come on and ask us questions. We have 2 in the waiting room right now, and then I'm gonna go on ahead and let in our very first, Mr. Denver, for his question. Welcome to the Q&A section. Denver, what's going on, brother?
How you doing, Dan?
Denver, what's up, man?
How you doing, TD? I'm back again.
I'm good, man. I'm sorry you got to be down there with Rico. I apologize in advance.
Nah, Rico holds it down. I like Rico.
What's up, big fella?
My question for TD is if he's got short-term memory loss from Wednesday, because I gave him the same stats that you gave him: 7-1, 21 touchdowns, only 5 picks, and he said, well, we're not the same old Dolphins. We're not the same old Dolphins, but he gave you a different answer today, so I think he's got short-term memory loss from Wednesday.
He always does.
Tell him the different answer.
You said on Wednesday that we're not the same old Dolphins, and we're not gonna. It's not gonna be a shootout. We're gonna go down the field. And now today you're saying, oh, it's gonna be a shootout. You can't stop Josh Allen. We're just gonna win in a shootout. I don't get how you're
because Tua is going to have a better game than Josh Allen. We are going to stop Josh Allen more than y'all are going to stop Tua.
But you just said earlier you can't stop Josh Allen.
Yeah, you can't stop Josh Allen, but you can contain him. Like I said, last year, 4th quarter, 10-3. Now, if we're putting up points because we got an offense now, it's going to be 40-10.
So when the Rams contained Josh Allen, he went for 10 for 10. And I had a BS interception because of Isaiah McKenzie. So if you want to contain him,
he threw an interception last week too, but they didn't count it. I'm just saying he really has 3 interceptions. Tua has 2. Tua takes care of the ball better. I'm just saying
the end zone one.
That was a pick. You know it. It's fine.
Okay, he went 10 for 10 with the BS interception when we contained him. And then if you blitz him, he's just going to run out of the pocket and throw a touchdown to Gabe Davis. Stephon Diggs.
I think
have no answers. He's a cheat.
I think you don't understand what we mean when we say contain Josh Allen.
Cover two.
No. This is the difference. There's 2 different Josh Allens. One Josh Allen, you're not containing him. 3 plays, 70-yard touchdown.
Yep.
Then you got the other Josh Allen. 13 plays, 70 yards, touchdown. It works in our favor if it's 13 plays, 70 yards, because you're not running the score up. And if it's close later, we have the advantage. We have the advantage if it's close later. So yes, we do.
Tua broke his ribs last year, right?
Okay.
That was against the Bills, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jesse Davis was playing, though.
4th play of the game.
You don't think Tua's got some PTSD coming into this game? You don't think he's afraid?
No,
he's got an all-pro left tackle now.
Who's hurt?
Who's
playing?
Playing. Your whole defensive line's hurt.
He was hurt. He was hurt versus Baltimore. He said, "I'm playing. I'm good."
He needs to say that because now they need him. He has to say that.
Yeah, let's go. Now get out there and play.
So get out there and play. It won't mean he's 100%.
It doesn't matter. He ain't got to be 100% against y'all bums.
Well, you better be 100% going against Von Miller or Greg Rousseau because no ones are ready to eat.
Greg Rousseau will be non-existent and Von Miller in this game.
Rico.
What's your name, brother?
Greg Rousseau is going to be on your milk carton this week.
Boy, milk carton alert is going to be the whole Miami Dolphins.
Yeah. It's going to be on your milk carton.
Smoke watching. I appreciate that. What's my man's name? What's your name, brother?
I'm Denver.
My name's Smoke.
Devin?
Him.
Devin. It doesn't matter what your name is, brother. Anyway.
Oh, you know my name now, though.
I'm glad you called out TD because TD is all over the place. He's flip-flopping like flip-flop.
Ain't nobody listen.
Right? That's number one. That's number one. Number 2, I asked him a legit question. Like, do y'all feel like you can go back and forth with Josh Allen? And they truly believe they can. The problem is you're not going up against a middle of the rank defense. You're going up against the number 1 ranked defense, and they got.
Why do y'all keep saying that?
Like you have this number 1 ranked defense on the field
because you for some reason think.
And so if y'all
you think that we're just going to let Tua
in week 1, in week 2, in week 1 and week 2, you had a number 1 defense. Now most of them guys hurt. You ain't got the same defense. Why y'all keep saying that?
flex, and so if y'all can flex Tua for leading the league in like damn yards, then we can certainly flex that the Buffalo Bills.
Thank you, Dan. Let him
And
know.
what you don't understand?
No. Hold on.
It's all a scheme.
No.
It's Leslie Frazier's defense, and they're all puzzle pieces.
You're
When you
going up
watch them
against a
play-
new
listen, when you
offensive
watch them
scheme.
play, it's like a well-coached soccer
Oh, my
team. The
God.
way everybody thinks
You know
of
what?
each other. Demir Hamlin, watch
You
him.
can't flex
Devin.
on a defense if 3 or 4 of the main guys ain't playing.
We
Devin,
don't need Hyde. We
Hey,
don't need
listen.
Phillips.
Devin,
If Tua
you
wasn't
wanna-
playing,
You
I
don't need
wouldn't be
Hyde.
flexing.
You don't need Hyde. You don't need Hyde.
Devin,
Not for you
Hey,
bums.
listen, we have a
Not
couple.
for you bums.
hold on. Let me let Devin. You mentioned something. He mentioned something earlier. He says it's a new system. They act like we didn't face that very system when we went to 49ers and put a beating on the 49ers. You don't think we saw that system? We don't think we saw that very same system. We don't think we saw that very system with a better defense.
No, sir. No,
Not
this
the
is
system.
not the same system.
the same.
49er, the West Coast, the
Brother.
West Coast that they run, Rico, there's 2 versions of it. Okay. You got the San Francisco version that is run heavy. Okay. Then you have the Atlanta Falcons version when all of them was in Atlanta before they went to San Francisco. We're more of the Atlanta version when you had Julio and those guys because we got the weapons. This ain't that same West Coast system. So I don't want to get that fact out there. This ain't that run-centric led by Debo Samuels and all of those guys. This is the Atlanta version. High flying, touchdowns.
Where's our guest? Well, and so I was gonna ask him for his final score prediction, but we have one more caller. This is actually a Jets fan rolling in. So a Jets
This ain't
guy.
no Jets fan. This is Oberon, baby. Stop
What?
hating on Oberon.
This dude just said Jets fan. I'm not even prepared for him to put me in the
fan.
box. Over here,
What's
like,
up?
all right, I guess he's got someone else back here.
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Chilling,
Listen,
man. What's the-
I don't really got much of a question. Been watching the show. It's really going to come down to just this sounds really basic. Who plays better football tomorrow? Because honestly, if our secondary doesn't show up, I see y'all blasting us out. If ours shows up, I don't really see you doing nothing. If yours doesn't, you're gonna learn something about the Miami Dolphins tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't realize
You're
if
gonna
he
learn
was
something
I
about
didn't
that
realize if
speed.
he was a Dolphins fan or Bills fan. He says our secondary. I'm like, okay, the superior secondary is over here, but okay, give me more.
Why do you keep saying that? Your secondary's
everyone's healthy.
hurt, depleted. Why do you keep saying that,
First round
Rico?
pick couldn't even beat
I'm
out the
glad
6th
you
round
keep
pick,
mentioning
and
that.
now they both playing.
I love
It's all
the
right.
fact that you keep mentioning our depleted team. We will see this weekend. And then I don't want to hear dick all about depleted and this and that.
Okay,
and
so
third.
when we whip your ass, I don't want to
It
hear.
won't happen.
Oh, well, we were hurt.
You won't even
they
hear
weren't
that excuse from
playing,
me.
and
Rico,
Oliver
that's all
wasn't
it's gonna be.
playing.
Yo,
Come on,
Rico,
man, I don't want to hear that.
This
Yo,
is
Rico,
as
you
much
have
of a
permission,
this is
yo,
as much
you
of a
have-
test for our
Yeah.
players as much as it is for our head coach. I can't wait to see what Mike McDaniels does and how he strategizes against the Bills because I mean all of us have this game circled. I guarantee he's had this game circled as well.
You guys should have a
Rico,
score.
you
Hired for it for that.
We're
Rico, you
not-
have full permission. Just Rico, you have full permission to make sure that you clip this video as much as you want on Monday for Buffalo.
Oh
fans.
boy, listen.
Oh, he ain't gonna
Listen,
come back to
Listen,
it.
Dan,
wait.
you better have your Miami
I
shirt
can't
ready.
wait to see
I want to
Rico
see you
dancing
rocking
to
it,
the
boy.
Dolphins fight song.
A
I can't
Miami
wait.
shirt?
Oh, you
Oh,
better
no.
have it ready.
He ain't gonna do it. He gonna be too busy on damage control and therapy sessions
Listen,
on the channel.
Tell me
Tell him
why.
not to
Tell me
wear,
why there's an upcoming stream from Dan Mitchell. Injury report is a massive concern.
What
You
you
know.
scared of, Dan?
It's coming
It's the
up.
facts.
It's an upcoming stream.
Throw
9
my
p.m.
name
boys.
under the bus, bro.
But we haven't heard y'all tell us what you're concerned about yet. Go share with us.
Yeah, what's that? Let's get the little preview of that stream, Dan.
What are you concerned about? Rico just seconded. He said it is. Okay, talk to us.
It's the facts.
So what's concerning?
It's not much of a concern, man. It's called
Oh, flip-flopping. Flip-flopping now,
We
huh?
should
Oh,
change the title of
marketing,
the
bro.
video.
I'm gonna start
Injury
a
report's
meeting.
not that concerning.
You're flip-flopping now.
So ideally, right? Like I would certainly love to have like Ed Oliver, would certainly love to have Hyde out there for sure. I mean, with our rookies, I have plenty of confidence in them.
No, you
I
don't.
certainly do. Like, I mean, like when you look at Benford, 5th, 6th round pick. And I mean, he literally ended up going out there and he completely locked down Allen Robinson, which was fantastic right against LA. And then right during week 2 as well, he also performed relatively well. Same with Elam. So, I mean, I'm okay with it. Would I say it's like a massive concern for week 3? Nah. But like moving forward.
But what about your D-line?
Dan, you all over the place, Dan.
Oh, listen, I don't.
Rico said it was a massive concern. I want to hear from him too.
Defensively. And so you call me out, man.
Don't get quiet, Rico. Tell us why it's a concern.
I'll tell you why it's a concern. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
let's be
because I wanted to
real.
give, because somebody was said that I'm cooking you guys too much, so I was trying to cool off.
Yeah. Come on, go ahead.
Bro,
Let's be real. The concern is this: we have Micah Hyde, which is one of our leaders on the team that's nursing an injury. That's one, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were already down. Dane Jackson's going to his 3rd year. Solid player, is where he needs to be. He's hurt, so it's a challenge, and I'm actually excited for this challenge because Kaiir Elam is a physical man-to-man player, right? Benford is a better zone player, physical, and that's what it is, right? What it comes down to. I'm concerned because you got 2 rookies going up against Waddle, which is an excellent receiver. I have a lot of respect for Waddle, and Tyreek Hill. We already know about Tyreek Hill. At the end of the day, it's what it comes down to.
No, y'all know about Tyreek Hill.
We know about him very well.
Y'all know about him. Okay.
Absolutely. So now, and ain't nobody going to front that. The whole world knows what's up. You know what I'm saying? Now, what it's going to come down to is this: discipline. That's what it is. Looking at McDaniels, the way he does his where you guys do your offense is a lot of motion to try to move pieces around on our defensive front, so you can kind of slip Tyreek Hill and Waddle. And not that he has a weak arm, because we've seen he can throw the rock. I never understood why everybody used to get on his ass, but he prefers to, his strength is intermediate. That's where he's the most accurate. So if we stay with disciplined and not follow all this motion and back and forth, we should be able to do what we've done to other teams, is neutralize them and then have you guys playing from behind. Because offensively, we will put points on your team. It's just what it is. That's what we do. We're averaging 30 points a game. You're going to stop us from putting 30 points a game? Highly doubtful. Question is, are we going to be disciplined enough to not let you have those touchdowns? You're going to score. But
the answer is no.
How much? The answer is how much.
That's
That's
what
what it's going to come down to. That's what. How much are we going to allow you guys to score?
Your 2 rookie corners and your 3rd string safety is not going to be disciplined enough, and they don't have the ability to communicate.
You don't know the depth of this team.
I know about Elam. He's a Florida boy. I'm a Florida Gator. I know, but I know who Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle are.
Real quick,
Kaiir, he's from Florida.
I'm talking about the depth players of safety. Damar Hamlin, Shaquan. So like those guys.
Okay, but you're saying they're as good as the best safety duo in the NFL, arguably.
I'm saying
you're saying you plug those in and they're just as good.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying the scheme that we run is an excellent scheme. We have a very good defensive coach and Sean McDermott, and he specializes in defensive backfield. Leslie Frazier's an OG, triple OG. He's got it down pat. He'll be just fine. Trust them, believe that. Don't listen. We have one of the best corners in the game hurt right now, and that's Tre'Davious White. And we've been doing just fine without him. Wait till he comes back. It'll change like your guy, Byron Jones, comes back. It'll completely change. We're holding it down. We'll be fine.
Listen. I don't expect Buffalo to come out there and make the same mistakes Baltimore did. And any fan that expects that to happen, they're dreaming. That was really 1 in a million. But we understand the little bit of a hurdle upgrade from Baltimore to this game. They're still going to take advantage of you guys with the speed that they have, regardless. Like, it's not going to be blown coverage, Tyreek Hill. No, it's going to be Tyreek Hill creating this 4-yard gap, or Waddle creating the gap, or Gesicki over the middle, while these two are just distracting you guys. I mean, it's definitely going to have to be more schemed. It's not going to be a Baltimore game. Like everyone's just been saying, it's going to come down to a shootout. You're not going to be able to stop us. We're not really going to be able to stop Josh Allen all that much, but we're going to see if our secondary can actually show up again, being just, I'd say, slightly more healthy than the Bills starting.
Did you say shootout?
Yeah, shootout. You heard me?
The shootout.
The shootout.
I just told you Tua is not that guy to do a shootout.
It doesn't have to be Tua. Tua just got to get it to the playmakers, man. That's what this offense is all about.
But guess what?
We got more
Tua's got to
playmakers.
deliver. That's the point I'm trying to make.
And we're going to see that Sunday.
And
We're
he
gonna
will
see it on
Who
deliver.
are these amateurs,
He
man?
gonna
Get these
deliver.
amateurs off the
And
damn
he will
screen.
I got
deliver.
news. He gonna deliver it. It's coming. It's already in the car. It's hot.
Listen,
The
the only
truth-
thing
It's
coming
okay.
is us
Hey,
on the
listen,
freaking
listen, we
Dolphins.
have-
That's it. Get ready. Put your face out. It's coming your way. Relax.
The truth is,
Don't
y'all
be there.
nervous. I have never seen
I'm ready for it,
Buffalo
bro. I'm
Nation
ready
this
for it, Rico.
nervous. I've never
Very
seen
shook.
Buffalo
Shook
fans
in the
this
book.
nervous in my life, man.
31-28
So hey,
Miami.
listen, like
31-28
one thing I
Miami.
want to say, it's perfect. And so, like, I mean, like, I did want your final score prediction, and that is great. We do have a couple more people right in the waiting room for a question. However, I know that Rico is anticipating a Category 4 hurricane that's about to hit his house literally within any second.
Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't.
Survive, man. Be safe.
Hopefully, it should be solid, but like, I mean, like, should
Hopefully.
be a fantastic game for those of
Hey.
you that are in the waiting room right now. Thank you for wanting to come on. We will make sure that with Thomas and then with the Jimmy Casket in Denver once again, y'all are the biggest priority for next week on Wednesday and then also on Friday. We need to wrap this show up. But so with the owner on, so we appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate
And,
you, man. Hey, don't call me a Jets fan again. That was disrespectful. That was
Love that guy. All right,
Better than being called a Bills fan.
here's okay. All right. So I feel like right to wrap up this stream, let's just go around the table. First off, let's give a final score prediction, and then also at the end of the day, let's go ahead and just say what's going on with each other's channels from there.
You want to start, TD, or should I break their heart?
Go ahead, bro. You can.
31-24, Fins win. Period. End of story. That's what it's going to be. 31-24. Tie game going to the fourth quarter. Tua marches down the field. Fourth quarter puts it up on them. 31-24. How you doing? Now you want me to plug in my channel right now? If for all my Dolphin fans, any NFL fans, check me out on The Smoke Show right here on YouTube. Sure. It's literally called The Smoke Show. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. You check me out there, and you can hit me up on Twitter at Nicky Smokes. And yeah, that's it, man.
And so we'll go ahead and we'll put that right in the description as
well. I appreciate y'all bringing me on. You need to bring me on more often so I can tell these jokers where to go sit down. Go sit on.
You ain't gonna want to come no more after Sunday.
Boy, please. I'll be right back on your ass and be like, hey, what it do, baby? I need my singer. I need my dancer to dance it up. The Bills maybe wanna. I want you to
have that Dolphins theme song ready to go. I better see it. I want the gun to the head. I want the swag. I want it all.
I appreciate y'all having me on, man. This is always fun. This is what content creators need to do. We need to have these type of things to make it fun for rivalry, man, because we're not on the field, right? This is our ability to, talk our ish and, gloat about our team. So if you guys want to come on and check the Buffalo Bills out and content, listen, hit my man Dan Mitchell's channel up. Is legit. He's always talking good shit and repping the squad. And then you come to us at Buffalo Fanatics. It's the Rico Report. I'm your boy Rico. Hit me up on Twitter, all that stuff. Y'all know where to find me. Bills will beat down the freaking Miami Dolphins, whether we have our safety tandem or not. Is it going to be closer than I anticipated to be? Maybe. We might make it a little closer. So Bills 37, Dolphins, I say what? I'll give you guys 21. I'll give you 21. I'll give you all that.
21.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I feel like that we need with the prediction from TD, and so to be last, because I know that it's going to be the most entertaining. But I would probably have to agree with Rico. I'm definitely seeing the Dolphins putting up 21, and then I see the Buffalo Bills throwing up 35. So it's going to be a 35-21. I think that it's going to be relatively close in the first half. I might even say that I could see it being a tie ball game going into the half, but then right in that second half, I just see the Buffalo Bills running away.
Dan, isn't it funny though? We used to have struggles going in the second half. Now it's like we go in the second half, we putting points on these cats. So
exactly.
Any way the cookie crumbles, just take it, man. Anyways, fellas, I appreciate it because I got to go start my show. Everybody's waiting on that. So Smoke, appreciate you. Nice meeting you. I'm sure I'll see you on my channel sometime soon. I'll bring your ass on. TD, you're going to get this smoke some other time. But, I appreciate shoot you guys shoot me on, man. TD, the channel's growing. Shout out to you. I'm going to have to check your channel out and see what's going on. Dan, hold it down. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here.
Appreciate you, Rico.
See y'all soon. Thanks, Rico. Appreciate you.
So Rico ran away before I could say what I needed to say. That's what that was, y'all. Classic runaway. All right. It wasn't, hey, I gotta start my show. He want to get one up. But in all seriousness, though, I got the score prediction 27-20. Miami. We scored three touchdowns and 2 field goals. Buffalo scores 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. It's going to be a little bit tighter, and this is what I'm feeling now. It's going to be a lot tighter than many people think, because this game is actually going to be slowed down a little bit, in my opinion, due to the pressure on both sides of the ball, trying to slow the game down and contain, not let anything happen over the top. So it's going to be a lot of short passes and a lot of moving down the field. But I think the Fins will pull this off, in large reason because your secondary is depleted against 2 rookies. If we don't eat against that, then yeah, I'm going to be a very unhappy camper. I feel like we're now supposed to win this game. And
Amen.
And this is Tua's opportunity to shine. I've been one of his biggest critics for the longest. I didn't believe in his long term, still skeptical, but guess what? You got an opportunity to definitely change me this weekend. And he go out there and he do his thing, man. At the end, I'm riding with the kid. But if he doesn't, I'm sorry, on Monday it ain't gonna be pretty. It just is what it is. But we will, because now we'll put Josh Allen in his place where he belongs, and remind him he plays for the Buffalo Bills, a team that will never win a Super Bowl. Ever.
Oh, man.
Ever win a Super Bowl.
Clip-worthy things in the stream tonight.
Ever.
I love it. Well, hey, listen. So the AFC's Roundtable audience, we really sincerely appreciate you sort of hearing us banter for the past hour and 15 minutes. It was a fantastic show. For everybody that's still backstage and wanting to come on and ask us a question, right now we're wrapping up tonight, but I see Thomas is in there, I see Bradley is in there, and then I see Joe is in there as well. You guys get first priority on the Wednesday night show for the Q&A section. You will be there. You will be good to go. We're just going to go on ahead and wrap it up, because I know that I have a stream coming up in 40 minutes. So does TD. Smoke, you streaming tonight or no?
No, I'm not.
I'm
done for the night. I streamed from 5 to 6.
Yeah, Smoke just actually came off the show 10 seconds then. So, ladies and gentlemen, Smoke delivers that Smoke on his channel, Real Talk, Real Talk. The link is in the comment section right now. We just posted the link to the Smoke Show. Go subscribe to the Smoke Show right now. We got over 700 people in here. Y'all go subscribe right now to the Smoke Show. Show your love. And it's all love at the end of the day. Whether you're a Bills fan, Dolphins fan, take y'all L graciously. We're not gonna, it's all good. We're still fans.
So we hate each other's teams, but it's all love.
Appreciate you, TD.
It's all love.
And Smoke,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it in the I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it in the description as well, so everyone's got it.
And Smoke brought that smoke. Rico thought he was finna coach. Smoke brought that smoke to him.
Come on, you texted me first. I had to deliver. TD text, you got to show up.
Rico talk about it's a hurricane coming. Them Dolphins. Them Dolphins.
He hears them swimming.
Oh man, I love it. Okay, so Smoke's channel is officially in the description. Love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another edition of the Friday Night Panel at the AFC's Roundtable, and we will see you Wednesday night.
May the best team win.
What's up, baby?
May the best